Yeah, no
So you can't get
security.
thrown out, I guess. Okay, hi, JR.
Hello.
Thanks for meeting you here.
I know, right? Fancy meeting me here.
Congratulations on scoring the Mundelein hat trick.
I know, right?
This is your
Exactly.
third time here, right?
Third time here.
You got the
Yeah.
Mundelein hat trick, yeah.
I was actually trying to decide if it was the fourth time.
No.
But
No.
it's just the third time, right?
Third time, you got the hat trick,
I was
yeah.
thinking
So
too far ahead.
I can assure you, though,
Not sure.
no, I said usher you. I can assure you that we have the same enthusiasm and awe of you that we had the first time you were here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's very kind. I know, right? I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself. But I probably will repeat myself
Very
quite a bit
good.
today.
So welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
And like we did the last few times, the last two times.
Yeah.
And especially since it's Memorial Day weekend here, we want to pay a tribute with a two-bell ceremony for all of those who have served this country and have passed on. And they also want two bells for Pearl Harbor survivor Lyle Hancock, Pearl Harbor survivor Clarence J. Miller, your grandfather, who was a Pearl Harbor survivor, I'm sorry I don't know his name,
Jack Richards.
Jack Richards.
Jack Richards.
So we want to do two bells for all of them. Navy tradition. Thank you. And just one more quick announcement. We have some faraway visitors here tonight who came for this. Kim, my cousin Kim, came all the way from Chisago, Minnesota. All right. Minneapolis, right? Yes. All right. What is it? Chisago? Oh, okay. So pronounce it next year I'll pronounce it right. And we also have one of the original founders of CJ's Bar,
Wow.
Yes.
Miss Connie Neal. And a big thanks to Mike Neal, her son, who came all the way here from Seattle, picked her up into Duke and brought her here. So very glad to see both of you here, and Kim. Thank you. And I think Rick's got a presentation now that he would like to do. So Rick, I will give this over to you. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll get to a concert in a little while here. So, welcome to CJ's, and I wanted to share how this whole thing came about. 3 years ago, I went to see Soul Asylum, and Dishwalla was opening up for them over at Genesee Theater. I always liked Dishwalla, I always liked Pet Your Friends and County Blue Cars, but I noticed the voice was missing from the group. All the original members are there except for JR. So I came home that night and I'm like, I want to learn how to play these chords for this song. So I went online, started seeing videos of J.R. Richards, original singer for Dishwalla, and he was playing in someone's living room. And he was playing in the bowling alley. So it sounded awesome. So I'm like, what's this all about? So I went to his website, and he's an independent artist, and he had a green room you could join to help him for this 10th album. You can talk about that later. And I joined it, and part of joining it was 30-minute Zoom call with him. He's over in England, so I'm like, that's pretty cool to talk to a rock star. And I've talked about anything, so I'm like, hey, I want to learn how to write a song to play with the background in my photos. So he didn't know who I was, but he's in his studio, his dog's walking by, and he's showing me chords of the County Blue Cars, and say, hey, buy this piece of equipment, buy this, hook up the garage band, and just do it. So 3 years later, I finally wrote a song, which you're going to hear in this video I'm going to show. It's a history of CJ's and how we came to this Enchanted Forest theme. So if I don't have any technical difficulties, I'm going to go and try and play this video. And if we can all turn around, it's about 5 minutes, but it kind of tells the story of this moment.
Right, let's go.
Another one of Rick's toys. Another one of Rick's toys. No pressure, Rick.
see my watches.
No.
Okay.
Was on my way to see her. So tell me about me. Oh, what the reason?
That's me in the middle. Wow.
Yay, Connie.
That's you. Oh my goodness.
There she is
She
again.
is.
Here I am with my bongos. My husband drinking out of that.
But he only had one.
Yeah. There's my mother.
Wow.
Oh, Mrs. Taylor, yeah.
Is Mrs. Whelan?
Mrs. Jensen and Mrs. Taylor.
Yeah, remember those? There I am again.
You're always at the bar, though.
There's Joe and Marlene.
Oh, old school days.
I don't know why.
I think-
There's her. Wow.
Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, security.
Steve.
Security guy.
Security Steve.
If you were watching MTV in the 90s, I had much longer hair. The video was amazing because it was pretty ridiculous, actually. What they decided to do was put a harness around my waist and attach me to wires, and they flew me 30 or 40 feet in the air and had me flying through an enchanted forest, right, with the wind blowing in my hair. Get a harness for you next time. What's a harness for you next time? And each year we'll just keep stepping it up. This will be an enchanted forest. Pretty awesome.
Tell me you've got something. 'Cause I'm on my way to see her. So tell me about me. Oh, what the river now. What the river now. Lord,
Welcome to the Enchanted Forest, right?
Better watch what we say now.
Yeah, well, it's quite funny because I remember, so do you know Rick? Is Rick or Eric?
Rick.
Both.
Both, okay.
You like
He's the
it.
same.
It's damn confusing.
He signs it Eric and he says Rick.
Well,
Yeah.
if he emails you, it's always Eric, but, yeah. Anyway, but he said last
Nancy.
time it will be an Enchanted
Am I in your
Forest
way?
when you're back. I thought he was kidding. He was totally serious.
Welcome back, JR.
Hey, it's good to be back. It's good to
Right.
be back, you know, I think eventually I'm just gonna take one of the empty bedrooms.
I'm building a bunk bed, race car bunk bed.
I'm definitely taking one of them. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, right.
Hope the sun looks good. See me a little bit. There we go. Gosh, well, it is good to be back. This is number 3, right?
Yeah.
Gosh, it's amazing. So I know I've met quite a few of you here. I imagine there's a few folks that it's probably first time with me being here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, it's going to be really redundant. So.
Just tell all the stories. They're all good.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
Tell all the stories.
Will do. Okay. Let's see here. Let me make sure I'm in tune. Come on. All these different time zones, my guitar gets a bit frisky. I was, I live in the UK, but I was recently in France playing, well, actually it's been about a year now. I don't know if you can see the hole in the guitar. That was courtesy of the French baggage handlers. And the case was completely smashed, but yeah, it's like somebody stabbed it with a sword, or an epi, I guess. Anyway, okay. So, well, cool. Well, I haven't had a chance to check anything, so I'm gonna play an old Leonard Cohen tune just to kind of warm up a little bit and make sure everything's working okay. And check 1, 2. There we go. Okay. Cool. We go.
I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this, the 4th to the 5th. I might have fallen the major left, and the baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair, and she broke your throat, and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew a hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know if I'm too loud. We don't want the cops to show up yet, right? All right. We don't have security to. Steve's the best, man. Such a sweetie. He's the big gentle giant. Right. Okay. Cool. So this next one is from a TV show called Smallville. You guys remember that? Yeah, Superman, right? It's part of the whole Superman timeline. You know, the crazy thing about this particular Smallville show, because I didn't really know much about it until we had some songs in it, and this is when Superman was in his 20s, so he was dating a woman called Lana. That's like pre-Lois Lane. I didn't even know there was another woman before Lois Lane, so that was kind of a shock. But I got over it. It's okay. But anyway, at the end of one of the seasons, he dies, right? But of course, he's Superman, so he didn't die. So he shows up in the first episode of the following season at Lana's door to let her know that he's still alive. And you know, I've had a lot of songs in various movies and TV shows, and not all the time are they very prominent in the film. It's kind of disappointing sometimes. But in this particular case, he shows up at her door and he knocks on it, and it's one of those really cool moments where all of the environmental sound and everything, dialogue, all just kind of fades away to nothing, and this song just swells up out of nowhere, and then everything goes into slow motion. And the door swings open and they see each other. She's down the hallway and they run in slow motion and embrace, of course. Anyway, and the song is called Collide, which kind of makes sense, crashing. But anyway, so if you're you know, binge watching on Netflix or something and you go back to watch old episodes of Smallville, this is the song you'll hear right here. There we go. Okay.
When I came here, there was more, and now I've come back to destroy, and I've got nothing left. And it's a shame what we've become when we hurt the ones we love. And it's a place I cannot go anymore. When we collide, we lose ourselves. When we collide, we break and shoot. And as we push and we shove and we hurt the ones we love, it's a hard mistake. When we collide, we break. When the call comes crashing down and the fight lost what it's about, I could tell that you had left. And it's a shame what we've become when we hurt the ones we love. And it's a place I cannot go anymore. When we collide, we lose ourselves. When we collide, we break and shoot. And as we push and we shove and we are the ones we love, it's a hard mistake when we collide. When we collide. And it's a hard mistake when we collide. And it's a mistake when we collide, we lose ourselves. When we collide, we break in two. And as we push and we shove and we hurt the ones we love, it's a hard mistake when we collide. When we collide. And it's a hard mistake when we collide. We break. We break.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this silly monitor in my ear keeps falling out. Let's see. So, all right. So this next one, this is one of my favorite songs from Dishwalla's third album. And I write a lot of songs, and the reason I write a lot of songs is because most of the songs I write are not very good. But I found out that if you write enough songs, some good ones show up. And so I'm writing songs for this album, and basically what we would do is before we would go and record the album, the producer on this particular record, he flew out from New York, very big famous guy, and he flew out to California, or where we were. And he said, look, let me just come over to your house. We're just going to sit with an acoustic guitar and a piano, and we're going to run through all of your songs, and we'll make some adjustments and talk about them before we go into the studio with the band and record these things. Like, great. So we're going through all these songs. Everything's going great. He's very happy with the songs that I've written. And then this next song I'm going to play you, we get to this one. And before I could even start playing it, he just waves at me and he says, no, don't worry about it. I'm like, why? He said, it's not a very good song. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, we're definitely, that should not be on the record. That, you can write much better song than that. And I was absolutely crushed because it was my favorite song that I had written for the album. And I was like, are you kidding me? He was very adamant that this was just a crappy song. And so it's like, there's no reason this should be on the record. Anyway, so we battled for the next 6 months while we were recording this record off and on. And of course, I'm the artist, so I won out and I managed to get it on the record. And not that the song ever became a massive hit, really. Well, I take that back. It was a #1 hit in the Philippines. So. Yeah. In fact, I will be in the Philippines next month for 2 weeks. So, doing some touring. But anyway. What's that?
You better play that.
Oh, I will, definitely. It's so crazy when you go to a different country and you play a song for the first time. You've never been there before, and as soon as you kick into that first verse, 1,000 people are all singing the same song. They know every, yeah, it's just amazing. Incredible feeling. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, the song ended up being on the record. The producer, Greg, did call me, left me a message like about 6 years later. I was busy, obviously, and he just left me this quick message, and it was just this quick, you know, hey, JR, it's Greg. And the song's called Every Little Thing, right? And so he goes, every little thing, I get it. Click. So I guess that was his way of going like, okay, it's actually a pretty good song. I don't know where he heard it or how he heard it. Maybe he was in the Philippines, I don't know. But it's just one of those things. So anyway, I'm grateful it was on the record. Now after that, I will sing it for you here. So, be a good warm up for the Philippines. Okay. All right. There we go.
Let me in to see you in the morning light, to get me on and on along the tears that come, and see you all come. I want you to believe in life, but I get the strangest feeling that you've gone away. And will you find out who you are? Too late to change. I wish I could be every little thing you wanted all the time. Oh, I wish I could be every little thing you wanted all the time. Sometimes lift me up, just lift me up, don't make a sound, and let me lift you up before you hit the ground. And see you come. You say you're alright, but I got the strangest feeling that you've gone away. And will you find out who you are? It's too late to change. I wish I could be every little thing you wanted all the time. And oh, I wish I could be every little thing you wanted, and every little thing you wanted. Don't give me up. Don't give me up tonight. Soon nothing will be right at all. Salvation is when you find out who you are. Not too late. It's not too late to change. Not too late to change. every little thing you wanted all the time. And oh, I wish I could be every little thing you wanted, and every little thing you wanted all the time. This time, and every little thing you wanted, Lord, I wish I could be every little thing you wanted, but I got the strangest feeling that you've gone away. Thank you.
Boy, was that guy wrong.
What's that?
Boy, was that guy wrong.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I was like, that's a cool song. What are you talking about? Yeah. So, because I had to write a lot of songs to get to that song, so I was a little disappointed. It's okay. It's all part of the deal. Because you have to be very diplomatic. I mean, because I've been a solo artist now for 15 years, but for the 20 years before that, where I was in a band, you write songs, and you have to be very diplomatic about, what you're writing, and just because every guy in the band is, will look at you and be like, what am I supposed to do? And it doesn't rock hard enough, or it's always those. I remember sitting with one of our drummers. I walk into the rehearsal studio, and I'm showing him songs that I've written, and I'm playing through them like I just did, and I'd finish, and I've never met the drummer's standing in the doorway smoking a cigarette, and I finished the song, and he's like, "You got anything else?" I'm like, how about you go write a song? Anyway, being in a band is hilarious, I'll tell you. Cool. Right, this next one, let's see. This was, I started playing this song because I found myself doing late night karaoke with Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20 one night up in Madison, just outside of Madison actually. On a Thursday night, we'd finished a show really early and had checked into a hotel early, and it was around 11 o'clock at night on a Thursday, and we were trying to find a place to go and eat, and it turns out we were in the middle of nowhere. We'd driven outside of Madison, and that lady at the hotel said, there is one restaurant that serves till midnight. It's this little sushi restaurant across the street, and he and I are like, sushi in the middle of nowhere? Wisconsin, I don't know. But anyway, we decided to go for it, and ended up going over there, and instead of eating anything, we drank 2 bottles of sake. And I'll never forget, because midnight rolls around, and because there was no one in this restaurant when we walked in there, which is never a good sign. But I noticed it was midnight all of a sudden, and the place was absolutely packed. So we trying to figure out what's going on. It turned out that at midnight in this little sushi restaurant on a Thursday in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, it was karaoke night. So I was telling Rob, I'm terrified. I've always been terrified of karaoke, and so I steer clear, because every time there's JR, you're a singer, you should go sing, and it just freaks me out. My worst nightmare is bombing on a karaoke stage. So I was like, no way. But we're having this conversation. Of course, Rob thought this was quite funny, and anyway, he put his name in the hat. So as we're having this conversation, you hear this, "R. Thomas to the stage, please." So he goes up, and he was really smart. He went up and sang one of his own songs, which I thought was quite cool. And he just, a song that he just sang to about 6,000 people a few hours before in this little restaurant. Well, he put my name in the hat as well. I know some of you heard this story, but it's too good not to share. He put my name in the hat as well, so I'm the next person to be called. This Jay Richards to the stage, and it's like, oh my God, I completely freaked out. So as I'm walking up there, I'm like, hey, I'll just do what Rob did. I'll sing one of my own songs, right? So I went up and sang Counting Blue Cars, which was a big hit at the time, late 90s. And I wrote it, so I don't even need to look at the screen or anything, you know, for the words. And I thought I did a pretty good job. You know? So I went back and sat down. I was like, okay, cool, that wasn't that bad. And there was this table next to us of these guys, 4 guys that were having a really good time. They were singing everything and getting quite rowdy. And one of them tapped me on the shoulder and he's like, hey man, hey. It's like, that was pretty good. I was like, thank you. That's the best part to me, because it's not quite how the guy does it though, but it's the best I've heard. Okay. So Rob and I thought that was quite funny, right? We realized that nobody in this place had any idea we were the guys that actually wrote and recorded these songs we were up there singing. So for me, all of that pressure that I had on myself for doing this karaoke thing all just kind of melted away. So we were up there singing, anything and everything, Beatles and Stones and Guns N' Roses, no, knees, and Queen songs, like Mother. Oh yeah, so of course this next song, which has kind of become a karaoke song, is not an easy song to sing, but I figured if I went up and crashed and burned, no one would care. So I was safe. So anyway, I'll just sing it for you guys now. Okay. Karaoke. Does everybody have their karaoke song? Right? The go-to karaoke song?
Not a lot of response.
Don't worry, I'm not going to call you up. Don't worry. That wasn't fair. That wasn't fair.
See the stones set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side, and I wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails she makes me wait, and I wait for you. And with or without you, and with or without you, I can't live. With or without you. Through the storm we'll reach the shore. You give it all, but I want more. And I'll wait for you. And with or without you, and with or without you, I can't live. With or without you, and you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. My hands are tied, my body bruised, she's got me with nothing to win now, and nothing left to lose. And you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. With or without you, and with or without you, I can't live. With or without you, oh, with or without you, and with or without you, I can't live with or without you. My hands are tied. My hands are tied. Thank you!
Right, so it's not quite how the guy does it, but. It's close. That guy. Let's see here. Right, so I think it's time, I'm at the song of the hour here.
All right.
The Enchanted Forest song. Yeah, you know, just to give you a little background on this, Dishwalla, we were very much a rock band and 90s rock band. But just before we were going to record our first album, I got a call from our label, A&R guy, and he said, "Hey man, songs sound great. We're just missing one thing." And I said, "What's that?" He said, "Well, every rock album has to have a ballad. It's like, it's usually the third or the fourth single. It's like, it's the one that knocks it out of the park, right?" And I was like, "Oh gosh, okay." He said, "Yeah, what can you do?" So I ended up writing the song "Give," which ended up being the Enchanted Forest. Flash forward. But I have to tell you, when you're in a rock band and you show up in rehearsal with a piano ballad, these guys were like, what is that? But we ended up figuring out a very cool way to do the song, and and if you do watch the video, it's quite cool. It's very groovy. Let me plug my piano in there. I just realized it's not working here. Might be a little bit of a problem. Somebody's alarm. I love the barking alarm. So good.
Out it. Out it.
There we go. Okay. Hey, all right. So, but yeah, the recording that we recorded, we filmed it in Chicago, and on a big sound stage. They had built an Enchanted Forest, which is amazing, and they did try to suspend me in the air and on this cable system, but I kept flipping upside down every time they hoist me up, so that I got scrapped. So they just stuck us up in trees, I think is what they said. Anyway, right. So this is kind of how I played the song for these guys, a very stripped down version. So this is Give.
Want to remain a child with you forever, and here as you lay before me, you tease me and tell me to stay. And what would you give? Lord, yeah, what would you give? 'Cause what would you give? Lord, what would you give? and felt the comfort. And now what did I do to disappoint you? And out of my emptiness, and still it keeps returning to remind me that I want to remain a child with you forever. And here as you lay before me, you tease me and tell me to stay. And what would you give? 'Cause what would you give? And Lord, what would you give? 'Cause I have given everything I could, but I don't think it really even matters. And maybe nothing does. And still it keeps returning to remind me that I want to remain a child with you forever. And here is you lay before me, you tease me and tell me to stay. And what would you give? Lord, yeah, what would you give? 'Cause what would you give? Lord, yeah, I want to remain a child with you forever. And here as you lay before me, you tease me and tell me to stay. And what would you give? Lord, what would you give? And what would you give? And what would you give? 'Cause what would you give?
Thank you. All right. Okay. It's the ballad. It's the ballad. Apparently it was every rock record. Let's see. So this next one here is it's the very first song my father taught me how to play the guitar. Play for you guys here. I was about gosh, about 6 years ago now, I was putting together songs to record an all covers album, and so I was, had my Spotify playlists out, and I'm, so many good songs out there, trying to figure out what would be a good thing to do. You got to pick 10, it's tough. And at the same time, in and around that time, my father passed away, 21 years ago now. It's crazy. And in that moment, my dad passed away at a time before smartphones were very smart, Like nowadays we capture everything, we filming all the time. I had this realization, there was no record of my father on film or tape or anything. It was bizarre. And I was at this point where I realized I'd forgotten what his voice sounded like, and I had difficulty picturing him standing in front of me. And we were very close. He's an incredible musician, my father. And then in that same time, I heard this song I'm about to play on my Spotify playlist, and it was the very first song my father taught me how to play on guitar. And as soon as I heard the first verse, it was like immediately I could see my father sitting across from me with his guitar on. I could hear him singing, incredible voice he had, just belting away. I could see him, pointing over and saying, no, that finger goes there and that one goes there, helping me learn how to play it correctly. And it's just incredible how music has that ability to just transport you to a place in time. And it's kind of like it sneaks around from behind you and comes in, it's just an incredible thing. And so anytime now that I hear this song or I play it, sing it, I can hear my father, I can see my father, and it's just an incredible gift. So anyway, so I ended up putting it on the album, the covers album, and it's a great song too. My dad had good taste, so I'll play it for you now. Woo. You guys doing okay? Yeah. All right. I get a little, sometimes it sneaks up on me, man. I miss my father, so. Boy, I tell you. All right, here we go.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm, and I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say it'll rain a sunny day, and I know it's shining down like water. And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Going down on a sunny day, coming down on a sunny day. Yesterday and days before, the sun is cold, the rain is hot, and I know I've been that way for all my time, till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know I can't stop it, I wonder. And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day, coming down on a sunny day, coming down on a sunny day.
crazy to think. My grandfather, he was in the Air Corps, and he was based in Hawaii when the Japanese attacked on December 7th. It's crazy. So it's quite powerful seeing Rick's room up there, and just weird, kind of put you back, and like I can't even imagine being there in that moment. He was out on a trainer early that morning. You know, he's like, I had no guns, nothing. I was training some young kid, and they had to ditch the plane in a sugarcane field and walk back to their base.
Oh, wow.
And they could see smoke rising in the distance. Yeah. Crazy. Okay. Right, okay. So let's see, this next one is, I wrote this song in Atlanta. Most of my life has been spent touring, really, always on the move. For the longest time, my address was my parents' house because I didn't actually live anywhere. Because I was either on a van or a bus or a plane or a hotel room or something. But and that idea, so I'd get homesick. That idea of having that place, safe place, didn't really exist, and I was feeling super homesick in Atlanta one night, and so I wrote this song about it. It's called Home.
I'm so sick and tired of all these things that drag me down, and I've got nowhere to go. You say that life is in these hands. You give everything, and you give yourself away. You give, still you chose. Find yourself, you're running for the door. Well, come and take me home. Lead me to your door, and take me where you are. Lead me to your door. At least just for a while. At least just for a while. It's some kind of life, forever days. We're in the cold and unfamiliar way. So take this fear and fade it out. It won't make me sad, 'cause I get sentimental in other ways. I don't wanna let me down here anymore. So come and take me home. Lead me to your door, and take me where you are. Lead me to your door, and let me in, just let me in, and let me leave, just let me leave this world. Come on now, let me leave this world. At least just for a while. And all the rage, I found myself, I'm running for the door. And all the rage, I found myself, I'm running for the door. Come and take me Lead me to your door. Lead me to your door. So come and take me, come and take me home. And you say you want diamonds on a ring of gold. You say you want your story to remain untold, but all the promises we made from the cradle to the grave, when all I want is you, Lord. So come and take me, come and take me home, Lord, take me home now. Come and take me, come and take me home, take me home now. Well, come and take me, come and take me home. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, don't hesitate to grab a cocktail or a drink or pass the room or whatever. It's all good. Cool. Let's see. So I got a few more for you here, but this next one is what's cool about this one? So I wrote this song, first album. I wrote this, like I said, I write a lot of songs. I wrote this one quickly, and it's what am I trying to say here? Yeah, I thought it was a cool song. Didn't think too much about it. It ended up, the label chose it to be our second single, and it ended up becoming a #1 hit, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I did not expect that at all. And I'm super grateful. But yeah, I'm not the guy to choose the single on your album because I have no idea. But yeah, it's one of those crazy things. I will play it for you now. It's my other karaoke song I played that night. Cool. All right. Yeah, this is Counting Blue Cars.
It must have been mid-afternoon, 'cause I could tell by how far the giant shadow stretched out, and he walked with a purpose in the sneakers down the street. She had many questions, like children often do. He said, tell me all your thoughts on God. Oh. And tell me, am I very far? Lord, must have been late afternoon. 'Cause on our way, the sun broke free of the clouds, and we count only blue cars, scared of the cracks in the streets, and ask many questions like children often do. We said, and tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I really like to meet her and ask her why we're who we are. Yeah. And tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'm on my way to see her. So tell me, am I very far? Or am I very far now? Or am I very far now? Lord, it's getting cold, picked up the pace. How our shoes make our noises in this place, and our clothes are stained. We pass many cross-eyed people and ask many questions like children often do. We said, and tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I really like to meet her and ask her why we're who we are. Lord, and tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'm on my way to see her. So tell me, am I very far? Or am I very far now? Or am I very far now? And tell me all your thoughts on God. Lord, thank you.
Thank you very much, you guys. Talking about my grandfather, it's funny when you're come from different generations and the way we see things slightly different. And because I remember, like my father, very much an overachiever, Navy guy, ended up going to Stanford, mathematician, and always fancied himself being a rock star. My dad. So yeah, he loved coming to all the shows and doing all that. My grandfather, also a mathematician, and it was in the Air Corps. He was also an Olympic diver. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, he could not get his head around the fact
that I was not going to school and getting a degree. I was doing this music thing. And so he would always harass my dad a bit, be like, well, when's JR gonna like get his shit together and get a real job? And my dad would be like, no, he's doing really well. I mean, like they've got a big following, and he's like, hey, a year would go by. When the heck's going on with JR? When he's gonna get serious about life? I worry about it. And at this point, my dad's like, no, they're signed to a major label and they're touring, and he's just like, yeah. His kids ruin his life. This is really strange. Well, my grandfather he and my grandmother, they watched The Tonight Show religiously, right? Johnny Carson, right? Even through into the 90s when it was Jay Leno at that point. And they would, Friday nights or whatever, they'd go in and get their little cocktail, and they'd go up into their bedroom and flip the TV on and sit and watch, have their nightcap. And who comes on The Tonight Show one night? I thought it practically gave my grandfather a heart attack, because he's immediately on the phone and he's calling my dad, John, what the hell's going on? JR's on The Tonight Show. Like, that's the funny thing. Like, once he saw that I was there, he's like, oh, okay. This is actually serious. He had no idea. So, and once I realized that I had kind of connected with him on his level of, doing it, and he also knew too, because Leno would have musical guests on every night, right? But he didn't always invite them over to sit on the couch and chat. And so that was always a big coup if you could do that. And we got asked to sit on the couch that night. And so that was a big one with my grandfather. He even brought you on the couch. Yes, he did. And it's funny too, I was surprised because I was late to the show. They actually filmed that in Burbank, California, and I had trouble finding it. And I'm in my old beat up old Jeep CJ7, trying to find a parking place because I got to get in there for sound check, because they film it early in the day, and then they tape it live, and then they play it a few hours later. And as I'm looking for a place to park at the studio lot, I'm like, oh, there's a spot right in front. So I, boom, park my Jeep right there, race inside, and then a few hours later, or about an hour later, I get one of the executives comes in. She's like, did anybody park in Jay Leno's spot? It's a Jeep, right? Yeah, that's me. So I was like, we're definitely not going to be on the couch tonight. There's no way. But he still invited us on the couch. He's a really, really lovely man, Mr. Leno.
Do you have a recording of the show?
I do, yeah. I mean, it's on YouTube, so you can find it, yeah. So, we were, did most of those, Tonight Show, Letterman, Conan O'Brien, Jon Stewart, like all those.
Whose was the best?
Oh gosh, that's hard to say. Letterman was great. I have to say that was one of the better ones. Letterman was it was a bit stressful environment. I don't know what was going on that day. It was also incredibly cold on that set, which is not a good environment to sing in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what was I going to say? Jon Stewart is really nice person also too. He actually took the time to really talk to you, which I thought was cool. Conan is cool, but he's so ridiculously tall, you can't actually talk to him eye to eye. And in fact, if you do see that one, at the end, he walks out to the stage to shake our hands, and of course he comes and he's standing right next to me. I look like I'm 3 feet tall. I'm almost 6 foot. I'm like, oh my God, I look like a little munchkin. But, anyway. Yeah, those things are those are interesting things. It's hard to play live on television. It really is. It's definitely a challenge to sound good on those shows. Like the music awards, the American Music Awards, Billboard Awards, those things. They're tricky. Anyway, I could talk all day about silly stuff like that. Good times though. Good times, yeah. But yeah, just God, my grandfather. John, what the hell's going on? So cool. So totally cool. Right. I know what I was going to play for you. Something I've been experimenting with
It's a song from my first solo album, and we used to, my first record, it was all recorded on analog, like actual reel-to-reel tapes, and there were no computers involved. And as time goes by, my first solo album was all digital, mostly. And so it's stored on hard drives. And you have to go back and find those hard drives, and you consolidate them, make backups, because they don't last forever, and they get corrupted, and then you're in trouble. So I was going back and listening to, and you have to listen as you're copying things over to make sure that it's all there. And so I was listening to this one particular song, and one of my best friends recorded guitar and backup vocals. He was in my band, this guy Ryan Rossi, a bit younger than me, but and he, right after that record, he passed away. He got cancer and was, gone in a few months, and heartbreaking. And anyway, and I forgot, that he'd sung on this, and all of a sudden, out of the speakers come his voice just flying out at me, and I was like, oh my God, whoa! And I had some other, great players on the record. I had the drummer Kenny Aronoff from John Cougar Mellencamp, played drums. Rusty Anderson, who plays guitar for Paul McCartney, played on it. Phil X, who plays guitar for Bon Jovi, played on it. My friend Ryan and me, so it was quite. Oh, and Chris Chaney, the bass player from Jane's Addiction, he played bass on the album, and so it was some incredibly talented folks on there. So I thought, man, it'd be really cool if I could figure out a way to do it in this configuration by maybe stealing some of their things. So I pulled a little bit of percussion from Kenny and bass line from Chris and some of the little guitar things, and then my dear friend's voice singing backups in places too. So I'm gonna try it for you right now. Hopefully it works. But yeah, when you hear his voice, it's like, wow, he sounds a lot like me too. It's crazy. Let's hope this works. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go.
It's in those days when nothing seems right, when the world feels as if it's stumbling from a fight. I pray for you to wash the harm from my back. My greatest fear in the world will be that I won't be there to stop the world if it comes to take you. That I won't be there to stop the world. And on the far end of the black, there was light, was light. And on the far end of the black, there was light, was light. And it was you, and it was you. I'll wait in the black as you bathe yourself in light. I pray for you to wash the harm from my back. My greatest fear in the world will be that I won't be there to stop the world if it comes to take you. I won't be there to stop the world. And on the far end of the black, there was light, was light. And on the far end of the black, there was light, was light. And it was you, and it was you, 'cause you don't seem to care. Your smile is your death, and to those around you beware. And on the far end of the black, there was light. And on the far end of the black, there was light. And it was you, and it was you. You don't seem to care. Your smile is your death. To those around you beware.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good old buddy Ryan singing there. That's pretty cool. That song was actually in an episode of One Tree Hill. I don't know if you guys remember that old show. Season ender. Cool. This next song I'm going to play for you. This was also in an episode of Smallville. We had a few songs in Smallville. Turns out. I think I know what key it's in. Let's see here. This is called Angels or Devils. I've got a couple more for you here, and then we can do other stuff.
And this is the last time that I'm never gonna come here tonight. And this is the last time I will fall into a place that fills us all inside. Well, I can see the pain in you, and I can see the love in you, and fighting all the demons will take time, and will take time. The angels, they bind inside for us. And are we ever gonna learn to fly? The devils, they bind inside of us. And are we ever gonna come back down and come around? I'm always gonna worry about the things that could make us cold. And this is the last time that I just wanna know what blurs and what is clear to see. Well, I can see the pain in you, and I can see the love in you. And fighting all the demons will take time. It will take time. The angels, they burn inside for us. And are we ever gonna learn to fly? The devils, they burn inside of us. And are we ever gonna come back down? Come around. I'm always gonna worry about the things that could break us. If I were to give in, I'd give it up and then take a breath, make it deep, because it might be the last one you get, be the last one that could make us cool. Love, it couldn't make us I'm always gonna worry about the things that couldn't make us cold.
Awesome. Well, gosh, you guys, it's been an awesome third time. So, you know, thank you all so much for being here. Rick, Eric,
Over here.
Thank you for having me again.
Thanks
too,
for
man.
thanks for doing this.
Oh man, it's my absolute pleasure.
It's
Absolute
a
pleasure.
blast.
So, yes, and it's great to get a chance to say hello to everyone too and see familiar faces as well. So it's been super cool.
I don't think I can top the Enchanted Forest though.
No. Well, we'll give you some time.
Okay.
You're a creative young man, so you know.
I'll open for you next year.
There you go.
One song.
A very short set, right?
One song, 2 chords.
I love it. That's cool. Okay. Maybe a duet or something like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Karaoke duet.
That could be fun.
Karaoke night.
There you go. Karaoke night. Oh gosh, good times. Well, I'm gonna play one more dad song for you.
All right.
Yeah, it's good. It's a great song. This is another one that he taught me. It's come in handy too because I've played this song in quite a few different countries and everybody knows the words to the song. It's just extraordinary. Yeah. So I love those kind of songs. Anyway, well, thank you guys again. Really appreciate it. Yeah, and don't hesitate to sing along. Absolutely. You have full permission here, so go for it.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place that I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads, and all my memories, they gather round her, a miner's lady, stranger to the water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, a teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place that I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. I hear her voice in the morning hour, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, yeah. Country roads, take me home to the place that I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. See? It just happened. I love that. I absolutely love that. I don't know how John Denver just managed to just seep his way into human DNA, because it doesn't matter, any country in the world, everybody knows country roads. We're not done yet, I just had to comment on that, so. All right, we got another chorus to go here, so I will count you in, ready? Okay. So country road, let's start now, okay. La, 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 la. All right, here we go. 1, 2, country roads, take me home to the place that I belong, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. One more time. Country roads, take me home to the place that I belong. Mountain mama, take me home, country road, take me home, low down country roads, yeah. Thanks so much for singing with me. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. Good times. I know, right? It's a little hot in here too. Yeah.
Especially if you're performing.
Yeah, right.